UFC Supremo Dana White has cast doubt on whether former two-division champion Conor McGregor will return to the Octagon. The Notorious hasn't fought since suffering a defeat to Dustin Poirier at UFC 264 back in 2021. That night, the Irishman broke his leg and has since been forced to sit on the sidelines. The 36-year-old was due to make his UFC comeback last year against Michael Chandler, but was forced to pull out of the bout after picking up an injury in training. In December, the Irishman took to social media to reveal that he was in talks to fight Jake Paul's older brother, Logan. The rumors of a bout with Poirier are false. I am in preliminary agreements with the Ambani family to face Logan Paul in a boxing exhibition in India. I have agreed. I will then seek my return to the Octagon, he wrote. That said, White has since shut down a potential fight between the pair, with recent reports stating that it's due to his sour relationship with Jake Paul. With McGregor eager to return to action in 2025, the UFC boss himself is unsure as to when or if the Irishman will ever fight inside the cage again. When asked about his future and whether or not he'll fight again, White said, "Conor. I'm not sure when Conor will be back." In a recent interview with the Schmo, McGregor revealed the main reason as to why the showdown with Paul will not place. "It is what it is," he said. "The UFC just aren't into it. The offer was there on the table, in writing. Both athletes will say he's not fighting, but both athletes are under the TKO banner. UFC, WWE both rising up. The stock price of TKO holding ground is through the roof. New market in India opened up and booming. It was business savvy and business sense to make the fight happen. Or should I say the glorified spar happen? In between this waiting period that we find ourselves in before I can get back to the Octagon. It made perfect sense on the calendar to go ahead with it. The UFC weren't into it. The WWE. I'm not sure what their interest in it was. I just knew the UFC weren't into it. With McGregor's UFC future in doubt, the Irishman continues to make the headlines for all the wrong reasons. The 36-year-old has recently been filmed spitting in the face of a man who goaded him about former rival Khabib Nurmagomedov. The ex-featherweight and lightweight champion was seen walking through a shopping center as a fan was heard yelling "Let's go Khabib." The Notorious then turned around and had an angry confrontation with the man. An apparent spitting sound was then heard before McGregor walked away. He was then heard saying, "I spit in your face, what do you do?" Nothing. The incident came just days after he appeared to have defended Bryce Mitchell after the American faced criticism for his vile rant praising German dictator Adolf Hitler. In a post uploaded to X, formerly known as Twitter, he wrote, saying a prayer for my God. Fearing brother Bryce Mitchell tonight, who I know is a good man, the post began. Let this be acknowledgement/confirmation of the rise in anti-Semitic commentary, as well as all sorts of other bull-phobic, racist commentary, that spreads feverishly and instantly across the World Wide Web, where we, as curious beings, are brainwashed into all sorts of thinking. For what? For one reason and one reason only. Human division. We say no. All nations and their people deserve freedom. Humans under God deserve peace and freedom, and I, like Jesus did for us, would give my heart, body and soul for it. From Palestine to Jerusalem, Israel to Ukraine, Germany to Africa, Russia to Ireland to England to America to Iran, Egypt, Sweden. Freedom. Peace in the mother F world, because F these robots, we are human. Humans under God for the win. God says don't harm his children, so now never no more. Please God, Earth. Let's go. We have got this. Peace from, the Champ.